Every year, blood clots silently kill more seniors than car crashes, falls, and most cancers combined. They form quietly, in your legs, in your lungs, even in your brain, until suddenly it's too late. But here's what no one's telling you. Certain fruits, backed by modern science, contain compounds that naturally break down clots, thin the blood safely, and boost circulation without side effects. Today, I'll reveal the 13 most powerful fruits that could save your life, and why these natural remedies are being buried under pharmaceutical marketing. The first fruit on this life-saving list may already be sitting in your fridge, or forgotten at the back of your local market. It's deep red, filled with seeds, and has been celebrated in ancient medicine for thousands of years. But modern science now confirms what healers always suspected. Pomegranate can help prevent deadly blood clots, and it does so without the side effects of blood-thinning drugs. Pomegranates are rich in polyphenols, especially punicalagin and ellagic acid, which have been shown to reduce platelet aggregation, the sticky clumping action that leads to clot formation. When platelets clump too easily, a clot can form in your leg, deep vein thrombosis, in your heart, leading to heart attack, or in your brain, causing a stroke. But pomegranate juice has been found to reduce this clumping by up to 35% in just a few weeks. A 2017 study published in the Journal of Nutrition Research tested adults over 60 who drank just 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice per day. After 4 weeks, researchers observed a significant reduction in blood viscosity, systolic blood pressure, and, most notably, platelet activation markers, meaning their blood flowed more smoothly and was less likely to clot dangerously. Beyond clot prevention, pomegranate offers another gift: nitric oxide support. Nitric oxide relaxes blood vessels, allowing for better oxygen flow, improved memory, and even reduced leg swelling in older adults. It's a vascular superhero in fruit form. If you're considering adding pomegranate to your routine, choose 100% pure pomegranate juice, not the kind mixed with apple or grape fillers. You can also eat the seeds fresh or sprinkle them on oatmeal, salads, or yogurt. 1 serving, about half a cup of seeds or 4/8 oz of juice, a few times per week can create meaningful changes in how your blood moves through your body. It's bright, it's sweet, and it's far more powerful than it looks. Most people think of pineapple as just a tropical treat, something you enjoy in a fruit salad or on a summer vacation. But hidden beneath its spiky skin is one of nature's most potent natural blood thinners, an enzyme called bromelain. Bromelain is a proteolytic enzyme, meaning it breaks down proteins, and one of its most important targets in the human body is fibrin. Fibrin is the protein mesh that forms the backbone of a blood clot. Too much fibrin makes blood sticky, thick, and prone to clotting. But when bromelain enters the bloodstream, it helps dissolve excess fibrin, restoring smoother, more fluid circulation. In simple terms, pineapple doesn't just prevent clots, it can help disassemble ones already forming, and the research backs it up. A 2010 study in the journal Biomedical Reports showed that bromelain supplementation significantly reduced platelet aggregation and thrombus formation in adults with elevated cardiovascular risk. Even more impressively, bromelain helped reduce inflammatory markers like CRP, meaning it also calms the inflammation that often triggers clot formation in the first place. But be careful, not all pineapple is created equal. Canned or processed pineapple loses most of its bromelain during heating. What you need is fresh pineapple, ideally raw, as cooking destroys the enzyme. The most concentrated source is the core, that slightly fibrous part many people throw away. Chop it into small pieces and blend it into a smoothie with water, ginger, or lemon for a powerful clot-fighting drink. A standard therapeutic dose of bromelain is around 500 to 1,000 millimolecules daily in supplement form, but a few servings of fresh pineapple weekly can still deliver noticeable cardiovascular benefits. They're small, they're blue, and they're one of the most powerful weapons you can eat against the leading cause of blood clots in seniors: blocked arteries. Most people don't realize this, but many dangerous clots, the kind that cause heart attacks and strokes, don't start randomly. They form on top of existing plaque. When a piece of that plaque ruptures, your body tries to repair it by forming a clot, and that clot is what shuts down your blood flow. Enter the mighty blueberry, a fruit so rich in polyphenols, flavonoids, and anthocyanins that researchers often refer to it as vascular medicine in a bowl. One of its most remarkable abilities: cleaning the inside of your arteries. A 2019 clinical study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed older adults over 65 who consumed 1 cup of blueberries daily for 6 months. The results were astonishing. Not only did participants experience improved endothelial function, how well their blood vessels dilate, but they also had lower LDL oxidation, a key step in plaque formation. Even more impressively, ultrasound imaging showed reduced stiffness and improved elasticity in their artery walls. In other words, their arteries became more flexible, less clogged, and better at moving blood where it needed to go. So what makes blueberries so special? Their deep blue pigment comes from anthocyanins, antioxidants that reduce inflammation in blood vessels, decrease clot-triggering compounds, and even help regenerate damaged endothelial cells. These cells line the inside of your arteries, and when they're healthy, they prevent blood from sticking, clotting, or forming plaque. Want even more benefit? Combine blueberries with a handful of walnuts. The combination of flavonoids and omega-3s is like a cardiovascular power couple, fighting inflammation, improving cholesterol, and protecting your arteries from the inside out. This next fruit-like vegetable may not be sweet in the traditional sense, but its benefits for seniors at risk of blood clots are absolutely staggering. Let's talk about beets, or more specifically, beetroot juice. Technically a root vegetable, beetroot is often consumed like a fruit, raw in smoothies, juiced or blended with apples and berries, and it holds a secret that can change how your blood flows in less than a day. Beets are one of the richest natural sources of nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, and improves circulation from head to toe. And when blood flows more freely, clots are far less likely to form. Here's what's astonishing: the effects are almost immediate. A landmark study published in the journal Hypertension found that adults who drank just 1 glass of beetroot juice experienced a reduction in blood pressure within 2 to 4 hours. And these weren't young athletes. These were older adults, some with existing cardiovascular issues. Their arteries became more elastic. Their systolic pressure dropped. Their blood moved more smoothly and safely through their bodies. That's not just prevention. That's rapid protection. But the benefits of beets don't stop at blood pressure. A 2021 study from Nutrients Journal found that beetroot juice also reduces platelet aggregation, meaning your blood becomes less sticky, less prone to clumping, and less likely to form dangerous internal clots. And that's exactly the point. Beets help your blood flow without force. They ease the workload on your heart, allowing your body to function more peacefully, more efficiently. You don't have to drink a full glass every day. In fact, half a cup of raw beet juice, 3 to 4 times a week, is enough for most seniors to feel the difference. It's sweet, it's red, and it's often overlooked as just a summer treat. But few people realize that strawberries contain a powerful compound found in one of the most widely used medications in the world: aspirin. That compound is called salicylate, a natural chemical found in certain fruits, vegetables, and herbs. In the pharmaceutical world, it's synthesized into acetylsalicylic acid, the active ingredient in aspirin, and used to prevent heart attacks and strokes by thinning the blood. But here's the twist. Salicylates in strawberries are naturally occurring, well tolerated, and come with zero risk of gastric bleeding, ulcers, or long-term liver strain, all common side effects of daily aspirin use. In fact, eating strawberries regularly may offer many of the same clot-preventing benefits as aspirin without the harm. A 2013 study from the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that strawberries, when consumed daily, reduced platelet aggregation and thrombin activity in older adults. This means fewer clots, smoother blood flow, and a lower chance of stroke or cardiovascular events. Even more fascinating, strawberries appear to protect blood vessel walls and reduce oxidative stress, both of which contribute to clot formation in aging bodies. Beyond their salicylate content, strawberries are also loaded with vitamin C, manganese, and ellagic acid, all compounds known to strengthen capillaries, reduce inflammation, and keep your heart vessels supple and clean. For best results, aim for 1 cup per day, 4 to 5 times per week. If you want to boost their power, combine strawberries with dark chocolate or blueberries, both high in additional blood-thinning polyphenols. And yes, if you're on a prescription blood thinner, always consult your doctor before loading up on high salicylate foods. But for many seniors not yet on medication or looking for a safer alternative, strawberries offer a delicious, low-risk place to start. By now, you've learned that blood clots aren't random. They form in places where the blood vessels are already damaged, inflamed, or weakened. And that's what makes this next fruit such a vital player in senior health. We're talking about oranges. Yes, the classic citrus fruit you may have been eating for decades. But what most people don't realize is that oranges, along with other citrus fruits like grapefruits and mandarins, are vascular repair agents, especially for aging arteries. Their power lies in one key nutrient: vitamin C. Vitamin C isn't just good for immunity. It plays a direct role in maintaining and rebuilding the collagen structure of your blood vessel walls. As we age, these walls can develop microscopic tears. These small injuries become hot spots where cholesterol accumulates and blood clots are most likely to form. But with adequate vitamin C intake, your body can actively repair those tears, maintain elasticity in the arteries, and dramatically reduce the risk of plaque rupture, the very trigger that causes heart attacks and strokes. A large-scale study published in the American Heart Journal found that adults over 60 who consumed high levels of vitamin C from whole foods, especially citrus fruits, had significantly lower arterial stiffness, fewer inflammatory markers, and better endothelial function compared to those with low vitamin C levels. Even better, citrus fruits also contain hesperidin and naringenin, 2 flavonoids that reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and prevent platelet aggregation. This gives oranges a 3-pronged effect: protect, prevent, and repair, all in one juicy package. Why whole fruit instead of juice? Because the fiber in the orange pulp slows down sugar absorption, reduces insulin spikes, and improves gut health, all of which support the cardiovascular system. Juicing, on the other hand, often removes that fiber and concentrates the sugars. If you're looking for an easy, refreshing, and affordable way to heal your arteries, protect your brain, and reduce clot risk, the answer may be as close as your fruit bowl. It's the fruit your grandmother swore by, the one we've all heard keeps the doctor away. But what if I told you the humble apple might also keep blood clots, stroke risk, and poor circulation away, especially as you age? The secret? A powerful natural plant compound called quercetin. Quercetin is a bioflavonoid, a type of antioxidant that's been extensively studied for its anti-inflammatory, anti-thrombotic, and vascular protective properties. In fact, researchers are now calling it one of the most promising natural alternatives to blood thinners, particularly for seniors who want gentle long-term clot prevention without the risks of prescription drugs. Apples. especially red-skinned varieties like Red Delicious and Fuji, are among the richest food sources of quercetin on the planet. And here's the key. The quercetin is concentrated in the skin, so peeling your apple means peeling away the medicine. A 2015 study in Nutrition Journal found that adults who consumed high quercetin fruits, particularly apples and onions, had reduced platelet reactivity, lower blood pressure, and improved vascular tone. This means their blood vessels were more relaxed and their blood was less likely to clot unnecessarily, even under stress. But there's more. Quercetin doesn't just reduce clotting. It actively protects the endothelial lining of your arteries from oxidative damage. This is crucial, because once that inner lining is compromised, your body treats it like a wound, forming sticky plaque and triggering clot formation. Quercetin works like a bodyguard for those delicate inner tissues, stopping damage before it starts. Apples also contain pectin, a type of soluble fiber that helps lower LDL cholesterol, another major contributor to blood clot formation. And let's not forget their low glycemic impact, making them a senior-friendly snack that doesn't spike blood sugar. Want to boost the effect? Pair your apple with a few blueberries or a slice of cheddar cheese. The flavonoids in the fruit combined with the healthy fats in cheese can help slow digestion, improve nutrient absorption, and further reduce inflammation. When it comes to blood clot prevention, most people look for something exotic, but sometimes the most powerful solutions are already in your home. They've just been hiding in plain sight. In the fight against dangerous blood clots, most people focus on keeping their blood thin. But few realize that clots don't just happen in liquid form. They're made from a web-like substance called fibrin, a sticky protein that hardens around blood cells like a net. And one tropical fruit contains a natural enzyme that's been shown to break that fibrin net apart. That fruit is papaya. Papaya contains a unique enzyme called papain, which acts like a biological scalpel, breaking down proteins, including fibrin, and helping your body clean up tiny clots before they become life-threatening blockages. In fact, papain is so effective at dissolving proteins that it's been used in natural medicine for decades to reduce inflammation, improve digestive function, and even accelerate wound healing. But more recently, researchers have begun studying its potential as a natural fibrinolytic agent, meaning it can break apart the actual material blood clots are made of. A 2012 study published in Phytotherapy Research showed that papain inhibited fibrin clot formation and reduced inflammation in endothelial cells, especially in older adults with elevated clotting risk. While the enzyme is more concentrated in papaya extract supplements, fresh papaya still contains enough papain to support daily cardiovascular health when eaten consistently, but papaya doesn't work alone. It's also rich in vitamin C, beta-carotene, and flavonoids, compounds that support blood vessel health, reduce oxidative stress, and further lower inflammation. These nutrients are essential for seniors, especially those with circulation issues, arterial plaque, or a history of clots. For best results, enjoy papaya fresh and ripe, with the orange flesh soft and slightly sweet. Avoid underripe or green papaya, which can be harder to digest and lower in papain. Most people reach for this fruit when they're sick, but the truth is, grapefruit might be even more important for the days you feel perfectly fine. Why? Because grapefruit is one of the most potent natural protectors against stroke, heart attack, and arterial inflammation, and its effects go far beyond vitamin C. Let's start with the basics. Grapefruit contains high levels of naringin, a bitter-tasting flavonoid that gives the fruit its sharp, tangy edge. Once inside the body, naringin is converted into naringenin, a compound shown to relax blood vessels, reduce blood pressure, and most importantly, inhibit platelet aggregation, the clumping that leads to clot formation. But grapefruit doesn't stop there. A 2012 study published in the journal Stroke found that women who consumed citrus fruits high in flavonones, particularly grapefruit and oranges, had a 19% lower risk of ischemic stroke, the kind caused by blood clots in the brain. That's nearly a 1 in 5 improvement in stroke protection, simply by eating a fruit. How does this work? It comes down to how grapefruit impacts the endothelium, the thin layer of cells lining your blood vessels. When this layer is healthy, blood flows smoothly. But when it's inflamed or damaged, platelets stick, clots form, and problems begin. The compounds in grapefruit reduce that inflammation, protect the endothelial lining, and improve vascular tone, which means less clotting, more flow, and stronger arteries. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: grapefruit and medications. Grapefruit contains compounds that can interfere with certain medications, especially statins and some heart drugs. If you're on prescription medications, talk to your doctor before adding grapefruit regularly. They may adjust dosage or timing to accommodate. But for seniors, not on contraindicated medications, grapefruit is a low-calorie, high-fiber, deeply nourishing fruit that helps keep your blood clean, your arteries open, and your brain protected. They're dark, they're sweet, and their color alone is a clue to their potency. Blackberries, along with their close cousins like black raspberries and elderberries, are among the richest natural sources of anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that do more than just fight free radicals. They actually help reverse the damage caused by aging, inflammation, and years of poor circulation. The real magic lies in what anthocyanins do to your endothelium, the fragile, paper-thin lining inside your arteries. In seniors, this lining often becomes stiff, inflamed, and less responsive, which contributes to high blood pressure, poor circulation, and increased risk of clots. But according to a 2016 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who consumed anthocyanin-rich berries daily experienced significant improvements in endothelial function, reduced arterial stiffness, and lowered systolic blood pressure, all key factors in reducing the likelihood of dangerous clot formation. Here's where it gets even better. Blackberries don't just prevent new damage. They may also help restore elasticity to aging blood vessels, allowing for better oxygen delivery and improved movement of blood throughout the body. What gives blackberries their edge isn't just anthocyanins. They also contain ellagic acid, which has been shown to reduce platelet stickiness and thin the blood naturally, decreasing clot risk without compromising safety. And despite their sweetness, blackberries are low in sugar, high in fiber, and easy on blood sugar levels, making them ideal for seniors with diabetes or metabolic concerns. Cranberries are often seen as a holiday fruit, something to sweeten with sugar and serve with turkey. But behind that tart flavor lies a natural compound that mimics the blood-thinning effects of drugs like warfarin and aspirin without the side effects. That compound is salicylic acid, a plant-based cousin of aspirin's active ingredient. Combined with cranberries' dense concentration of polyphenols, quercetin, and vitamin C, it makes them one of the most effective natural foods for reducing clot risk, especially in seniors. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that participants who consumed cranberry extract for just 8 weeks experienced significantly reduced platelet aggregation, lower fibrinogen levels, and better overall circulation. That means their blood flowed more freely, with less stickiness and clotting potential. And this matters, because in seniors, slower blood flow and inflammation can silently lead to clots, especially in the legs, deep vein thrombosis, heart, angina, or brain, stroke. Cranberries work to counteract these threats before they begin. But a word of caution: cranberry juice must be pure. No sugar, no blends, no filler fruits. Many store-bought cranberry cocktails are diluted with apple juice and added sugar, which cancel out the benefits, Look for 100% pure cranberry juice, or better yet, use whole cranberries, either fresh or frozen. You can simmer them into a sugar-free compote with cinnamon and orange peel, or blend them into smoothies with apple and ginger for a tangy anti-clot tonic. It's not exotic, it's not rare, and it doesn't require a trip to the health food store. The final fruit on this life-saving list is the lemon, and while it may seem simple, its impact on your cardiovascular system is anything but. Lemons are rich in citrus bioflavonoids, vitamin C, and a unique compound called Artery, which plays a critical role in activating your body's natural fibrinolytic process, the mechanism that dissolves small clots before they grow large enough to cause harm. You see, while some fruits thin the blood or reduce stickiness, lemons actually help your body clean up fibrin, the web-like protein clots are made from, and do so without disrupting your blood's ability to heal from real injuries. A 2014 study published in Nutrition and Metabolism found that daily lemon consumption in adults led to improved circulatory enzyme activity, especially in TPA, tissue plasminogen activator, the enzyme your body uses to dissolve fibrin clots. Participants who drank lemon water daily also showed improved capillary integrity, lower inflammation, and better vascular tone. That means fewer microclots, better circulation, and a stronger defense system against stroke and heart attack. Lemons also alkalize the body internally, despite their acidic taste, which helps reduce systemic inflammation, one of the major contributors to blood clot formation in seniors. And here's the beauty of lemons. They pair well with every other fruit on this list. You can drizzle lemon juice over blueberries, papaya, or apples to enhance absorption and flavor. Add it to smoothies with cranberries or beet juice. Use it in warm water teas or to brighten up your morning oats. Even the peel of a lemon contains potent oils and flavonoids that protect the inner lining of blood vessels and reduce arterial inflammation. Just a bit of grated zest into your food can take the benefits even further.